The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
En este vídeo vamos a repasar la historia detrás de cada misión de Diablo. Todas las misiones corresponden a la modalidad de un jugador, y no todas las misiones aparecen, debido al sistema aleatorio del juego. Realmente, las únicas misiones obligatorias son Lazarus y Diablo. Todas las demás se pueden pasar por alto, pero te quedarás sin las recompensas que éstas nos brindan. Empecemos. 1. El carnicero.
Thank goodness you returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend. All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves, or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith's shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
En esta primera misión te encontrarás a un ciudadano herido en la entrada de la catedral, donde te explicará que el grupo de búsqueda para encontrar al desaparecido príncipe Albert, que fue dirigido por el arzobispo Lazarus, fue toda una traición y Lazarus los había llevado a todos a la sala del carnicero para que no salieran con vida. Por suerte, es uno de los supervivientes de aquella terrible búsqueda junto al borracho Farham, el cual se volvió loco tras lo sucedido.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
Your death will be avenged.
Para completarla, deberás bajar al nivel 2 de la catedral hasta encontrarte con una habitación llena de sangre y cadáveres. Al abrir la puerta, este demonio te perseguirá sin descanso hasta matarte. Así que es mejor que estés bien equipado para derrotarlo, pues si no tienes el nivel suficiente, no le podrás hacer apenas daño y deberás ganar más experiencia en otros niveles de la catedral para enfrentarte con él. Un truco para derrotarlo es hacer uso de su punto débil. No sabe abrir puertas, así que deberás ingeniártelas para encontrar alguna puerta con paredes de rejas para finalmente matarlo con el arco.
The spirits of the dead are now avenged.
Una vez acabas con él, tu recompensa es su arma única, el hacha del carnicero. 2. Agua contaminada. En esta misión, verás la fuente de color amarillo, y para iniciarla, debes hablar con Pepín, el curandero, después de entrar en el monasterio por primera vez.
I'm glad I caught up to you in time. Our wells have become brackish and stagnant, and some of the townspeople have become ill drinking from them. Our reserves of fresh water are quickly running dry. I believe that there is a passage that leads to the springs that serve our town. Please find what has caused this calamity, or we all will surely perish.
Para solucionar este problema, deberás encontrar la entrada por los laberintos de la Catedral de Tristán del nivel 2, y una vez dentro de la cueva, deberás matar a todos los enemigos que encuentres. Una vez hecho esto, escucharás un sonido, y el agua que aparece al final del nivel cambiará de color. Cuando vuelvas al pueblo, el agua de la fuente se habrá restablecido.
What's that you say? The mere presence of the demons has caused the water to become tainted? Oh, truly a great evil lurks beneath our town, but your perseverance and courage gives us hope. Please, take this ring. Perhaps it will aid you in the destruction of such vile creatures.
Y como recompensa, Pepín te obsequiará con el anillo de la verdad. 3. Rey Leoric. En esta misión deberás derrotar al Rey Leoric, que ha regresado de entre los muertos y está causando problemas al pueblo. Esta misión se inicia con el tabernero Odgen cuando hayas visitado el segundo nivel de la catedral, donde te contará la historia de la locura del rey.
The village needs your help, good master. Some months ago, King Leoric's son, Prince Albert, was kidnapped. The king went into a rage and scoured the village for his missing child. With each passing day, Leoric seemed to slip deeper into madness. He sought to blame innocent townsfolk for the boy's disappearance and had them brutally executed. Less than half of us survived his insanity. The king's knights and priests tried to placate him, but he turned against them and, sadly, they were forced to kill him. With his dying breath, the king called down a terrible curse upon his former followers. He vowed that they would serve him in darkness forever. This is where things take an even darker twist than I thought possible. Our former king has risen from his eternal sleep and now commands a legion of undead minions within the labyrinth. His body was buried in a tomb 3 levels beneath the cathedral. Please, good master, put his soul at ease by destroying his now cursed form.
Cuando Leoric enloqueció tras la posesión fallida de Diablo, todos sus caballeros se volvieron contra él e intentaron matarlo. Pero antes de morir, Leoric lanzó una maldición para condenarlos a todos a servirles como ejército de no muertos, y así él se convertiría en el Rey Esqueleto. Para completar esta misión, deberás bajar al 3er nivel de la catedral y encontrar la tumba del Rey Leoric, donde encontrarás un ejército de esqueletos.
The warmth of life has entered my tomb. Prepare yourself, mortal, to serve my master for eternity.
Deberás activar 2 palancas para llegar a la sala donde se encuentra, y una vez acabas con él, recibirás su objeto más preciado, la corona del rey. Equípate bien antes de enfrentarte con él, porque al igual que el carnicero, es uno de los jefes más fuertes del juego, y esta vez no te servirá cerrar puertas, pues sabe abrirlas con total facilidad. Ah, y ten cuidado, el Rey Leoric sabe resucitar a los muertos.
Rest well, Leoric. I'll find your son.
4. El cartel de Odgen.
Master, I have a strange experience to relate. I know that you have a great knowledge of those monstrosities that inhabit the labyrinth, and this is something that I cannot understand for the very life of me. I was awakened during the night by a scraping sound just outside of my tavern. When I looked out from my bedroom, I saw the shapes of small, demon-like creatures in the inn yard. After a short time, they ran off, but not before stealing the sign to my inn. I don't know why the demons would steal my sign, but leave my family in peace. 'Tis strange, no?
En esta extraña misión, Odgen, el tabernero, te cuenta que su cartel ha sido robado por unos demonios que habitan en el laberinto, y que para recuperarlo, deberás ir al nivel 4 de la catedral, donde te encontrarás con un demonio, líder de los oscuros, que te dará una llave para abrir un cofre custodiado por demonios overlords, a los que él llama los feos.
Hey, you that one that kill all. You get me magic banner or we attack. You no live with life. You kill big uglies and give back magic. Go past corner and door, find uglies. You give, you go.
Y dentro de este cofre estará el cartel de Odgen. En ese momento tienes 2 opciones: volver al pueblo para devolverle el cartel al tabernero,
Oh, we didn't have to bring back my sign, but I suppose that it does save me the expense of having another one made. Well, let me see. What could I give you as a fee for finding it? What have we here? Oh, yes. This cap was left in one of the rooms by a magician who stayed here some time ago. Perhaps it may be of some value to you.
el cual te recompensará con el escudo de Harlequin, o devolverle el cartel al demonio.
You give? Yes, good. Go now. We strong. We kill all with big magic.
Que este en cambio no te dará nada, pero sí te sorprenderá en una emboscada para atacarte con su ejército. Es importante saber que si le devuelves el cartel al demonio, él se lo quedará, y no obtendrás la recompensa por parte de Odgen. Pero aunque no se lo devuelvas, una vez vuelvas del portal, la paliza te la llevarás igualmente. Si te parece esta misión, deberás completarla para llegar a las escaleras de nivel 5.
All praises to Diablo, Lord of Terror and survivor of the Dark Exile. When he awakened from his long slumber, my lord and master spoke to me of secrets that few mortals know. He told me the kingdoms of the high heavens and the pits of the burning hells engage in an eternal war. He revealed the powers that have brought this discord to the realms of man. My lord has named the battle for this world and all who exist here, the Sin War.
5. Garbard el Cobarde. En esta misión del nivel 4 de las mazmorras, te encontrarás con Garbard, el cual te suplicará por su vida para que no le hagas daño, y en recompensa por ello, te promete hacer algo especial para ti si le perdonas la vida.
Please, no hurt, no kill. Keep alive, and next time good bring to you.
Cuando te alejes de él, Garbard lanzará al suelo un objeto mágico como prueba de que mantiene su palabra de obsequiarte con algo especial.
Something for you I am making. Again, not kill Garbard. Live and give good. You'll take this as proof I keep word.
Cuando vuelvas a alejarte por segunda vez, al volver, te dirá que está creando algo muy poderoso y especial para ti.
Nothing yet. Almost done. Very powerful, very strong. Live, live. No pain, and promise I keep.
Pero la tercera vez que te alejes y vuelvas a hablar con él, te dirá que lo que ha creado es demasiado para ti y te atacará hasta acabar contigo. Si lo derrotas, conseguirás un martillo con propiedades mágicas.
This too good for you. Very powerful. You want, you take.
I'm not impressed.
¡6! La Roca Mágica. Tras visitar el nivel 4 de la catedral, Griswold te dará la misión de la Roca Mágica.
Stay for a moment. I have a story you might find interesting. A caravan that was bound for the Eastern Kingdoms passed through here some time ago. It was supposedly carrying a piece of the heavens that had fallen to earth. The caravan was ambushed by cloaked riders just north of here along the roadway. I searched the wreckage for this sky rock, but it was nowhere to be found. If you should find it, I believe that I can fashion something useful from it.
En algún lugar del quinto nivel de la catedral hallarás en un pedestal la roca que Griswold busca.
This must be what Griswold wanted.
Llévasela y como recompensa te premiará con un anillo único con grandes poderes mágicos.
Let me see that. Aye, it is as I believed. Give me a moment. Ah, here you are. I arranged pieces of the stone within a silver ring that my father left me. I hope it serves you well.
So it came to be that there was a great revolution within the burning hells, known as the Dark Exile. The lesser evils overthrew the three prime evils and banished their spirit forms to the mortal realm. The demons Belial, the Lord of Lies, and Asmodan, the Lord of Sin, fought to claim rulership of Hell during the absence of the three brothers. All of Hell polarized between the factions of Belial and Asmodan, while the forces of the high heavens continually battered upon the very gates of Hell.
¡7! Valor de Arcane.
The smell of death surrounds me.
La historia cuenta que una antigua pieza de armadura sagrada conocida como Valor pertenecía a un gran héroe llamado Arcane, el cual cambió el rumbo de la guerra del pecado y llevó a los demonios de regreso a los mismos infiernos. Antes de su muerte, Arcane escondió a Valor en una bóveda secreta bajo la catedral de Tristán. Según cuenta la leyenda, una vez llegado el momento, Valor volvería a presentarse ante un héroe digno de poder usarla, para derrotar una vez más a las fuerzas del mal. Esta misión se encuentra en el nivel 5 de las catacumbas de la catedral, y comienza cuando nuestro héroe lee un libro ubicado en una pequeña habitación.
And so, locked beyond the gateway of blood and past the hall of fire, valor awaits for the hero of light to awaken.
Al leer el libro, se abrirá un pasaje que conduce al pedestal de sangre y en el suelo encontrarás una piedra de sangre, que tras usarla en el pedestal, abrirá otro pasaje al exterior que conduce a una habitación con algunos monstruos y otra piedra de sangre. Una vez reunidas las 3 piedras en el pedestal, se abrirá un nuevo pasaje al final del cual nuestro héroe encontrará la armadura legendaria.
May the spirit of Arcane protect me.
¡8! La cámara de huesos. En las profundidades de nivel 6 de las catacumbas, te encontrarás con la bóveda del tesoro de Diablo, conocido como la cámara de los huesos. La búsqueda se inicia leyendo un libro que desbloqueará la entrada hacia dicha bóveda.
Beyond the Hall of Heroes lies the Chamber of Bone. Eternal death awaits any who would seek to steal the treasures secured within this room. So speaks the Lord of Terror, and so it is written.
Para acceder a la cámara, deberás bajar por unas escaleras que encontrarás en el mismo nivel. Encontrarás varios objetos mágicos en el interior, así como un libro antiguo que está escondido en lo más profundo. Al leer el libro, este otorgará a nuestro héroe el hechizo de guardián, también conocido como Hidra. ¡9! El Salón de los Ciegos. Esta misión se encuentra en el nivel 7 de las catacumbas. Se inicia leyendo el libro de los ciegos que cita el siguiente poema.
I can see what you see not. Vision milky than eyes rot. When you turn, they will be gone, whispering their hidden song. Then you see what cannot be. Shadows move where light should be. Out of darkness, out of mind, cast down into the halls of the blind.
Una vez leído el libro, nuestro héroe puede ingresar a una habitación previamente sellada con forma de 8 que está llena de enemigos que pueden volverse invisibles mientras se mueven. La misión se completa cuando recuperas el amuleto óptico, que se encuentra en una de las 2 habitaciones más pequeñas.
Glory and approbation to Diablo, Lord of Terror and leader of the Three. My lord spoke to me of his 2 brothers, Mephisto and Baal, who were banished to this world long ago. My lord wishes to bide his time and harness his awesome power so that he may free his captive brothers from their tombs beneath the sands of the east. Once my lord releases his brothers, the Sin War will once again know the fury of the Three.
¡10! Zar el Molesto. En esta misión te encontrarás a un mago totalmente loco en una biblioteca mágica en el 8º nivel de la catedral. Si hablas con él, este te dará un libro de hechizos y te pedirá que no le molestes más.
What? Why are you here? All these interruptions are enough to make one insane. Here, take this and leave me to my work. Trouble me no more.
Puedes coger todos los objetos de la sala, menos el libro de la estantería, porque si lo haces, lo enfadarás, y empezará a atacarte teletransportándose por toda la habitación.
Your curiosity will be the death of you.
I'm sorry, did I break your concentration?
Acabar con él finaliza la misión, te entregará un objeto mágico y podrás quedarte con el libro de la estantería. (11) El hongo negro.
It's hot down here.
Esta búsqueda implica hacer unos recados al curandero Pepin y a la bruja Adria. En el 9º nivel de la catedral, en las cuevas, encontrarás en el suelo el libro de los hongos, el cual, si vuelves al pueblo y se lo enseñas a Adria, se iniciará la misión.
That didn't do anything.
What do we have here? Interesting. It looks like a book of reagents. Keep your eyes open for a black mushroom. It should be fairly large and easy to identify. If you find it, bring it to me, won't you?
Una vez encargada la misión, debes volver al mismo nivel de las cuevas y buscar los hongos negros que crecen en el suelo. Así obtendrás un gran hongo negro.
Now that's one big mushroom.
Cuando entregues el hongo a Adria, esta te dirá que aún tiene que completar su receta, pero mientras ha oído hablar de que Pepin está creando un elixir a partir de un cerebro de demonio para curar el veneno de los guerreros heridos de Tristán, y esta te pide si puedes traerle un poco de ese elixir a tu regreso.
Yes, this will be perfect for a brew that I am creating. By the way, the healer is looking for the brain of some demon or another so he can treat those who have been afflicted by their poisonous venom. I believe that he intends to make an elixir from it. If you help him find what he needs, please see if you can get a sample of the elixir for me.
Pepin te dirá que aún necesita un cerebro de demonio para crear el elixir.
What ails you, my friend? The witch told me that you were searching for the brain of a demon to assist me in creating my elixir. It should be of great value to the many who were injured by those foul beasts if I can just unlock the secrets I suspect that its alchemy holds. If you can remove the brain of a demon when you kill it, I would be grateful if you could bring it to me.
Así que nos dirigiremos a la catedral, y tras matar a cualquier monstruo, obtendremos el cerebro. De vuelta con Pepin, este ya podrá crear el elixir espectral, y te lo dará para que se lo entregues a Adria.
Excellent! This is just what I had in mind. I was able to finish the elixir without this, but it can't hurt to have this to study. Would you please carry this to the witch? I believe that she is expecting it.
Por suerte, cuando hablamos con Adria, ella nos comenta que ya no necesita el elixir. Con ello, la recompensa de la misión es quedarnos con él.
What? Now you bring me that elixir from the healer? Oh, I was able to finish my brew without it. Why don't you just keep it?
Este elixir especial nos subirá en 3 puntos todos los atributos.
Many demons traveled to the mortal realm in search of the three brothers. These demons were followed to the mortal plane by angels who hunted them throughout the vast cities of the East. The angels allied themselves with a secretive order of mortal magi named the Horadrim, who quickly became adept at hunting demons. They also made many dark enemies in the underworlds.
El Yunque de la Furia. Esta misión implica localizar un poderoso artefacto, el Yunque de la Furia. Griswold te encargará esta misión en cualquier momento cuando hayas entrado por primera vez a las cuevas del laberinto.
Greetings! It's always a pleasure to see one of my best customers. I know that you've been venturing deeper into the labyrinth, and there's a story I was told that you may find worth the time to listen to. One of the men who returned from the labyrinth told me about a mystic anvil that he came across during his escape. His description reminded me of legends I had heard in my youth about the burning Hellforge, where powerful weapons of magic are crafted. The legend had it that deep within the Hellforge rested the Anvil of Fury. This anvil contained within it the very essence of the demonic underworld. It is said that any weapon crafted upon the burning anvil is imbued with great power. If this anvil is indeed the Anvil of Fury, I may be able to make you a weapon capable of defeating even the darkest lord of hell. Find the anvil for me, and I'll get to work.
El yunque se puede hallar en una península ubicado en el nivel 10 de la catedral, y este está custodiado por arqueros y demonios cornudos.
I need to get this to Griswold.
Cuando lo encuentres y se lo devuelvas a Griswold, te recompensará con una de las espadas únicas más poderosas del juego.
Oh, I can hardly believe it! This is the Anvil of Fury! Good work, my friend. Now, we'll show those bastards that there are no weapons in hell more deadly than those made by men. Take this, and may light protect you.
Su mayor ventaja es la de hacer retroceder a los enemigos que se enfrenten a ti, aunque también trae consigo una oscura maldición, la de robarte 20 puntos de vida por cada golpe que des con ella. ...13. Señor de la Sangre.
I must be getting close.
Esta misión se inicia al leer un libro en el nivel 13 de la catedral, en el mismo infierno.
The armories of hell are home to the warlord of blood. In his wake lay the mutilated bodies of thousands. Angels and man alike have been cut down to fulfill his endless sacrifices to the Dark Ones, who scream for one thing: blood.
El Señor de la Sangre protege las escaleras que conducen al nivel 14, y está custodiado por varios guerreros del infierno.
My blade sings for your blood, mortal, and by my dark masters it shall not be denied.
Your reign of pain has ended.
Tras derrotarlo, podrás tener acceso a muchos objetos mágicos y únicos de la sala, aparte de que el acceso al siguiente nivel
Too much baggage.
se vuelve mucho más fácil.
Take heed and bear witness to the truths that lie herein, for they are the last legacy of the Horadrim. When the eternal conflict between the high heavens and the burning hells falls upon mortal soil, it is called the Sin War. Angels and demons walk amongst humanity, in disguise, fighting in secret, away from the prying eyes of mortals. Some daring, powerful mortals have even allied themselves with either side and helped to dictate the course of the Sin War.
...14. Lach Danan. En tu largo camino por los pasillos del infierno, en el nivel 14 de la catedral, te encontrarás a un héroe en forma de caballero oscuro. Se tratará de Lach Danan. Según cuenta la historia, fue un miembro importante de la Guardia Real del rey Leoric. Leoric, que fue corrompido por Diablo, enloqueció y lanzó una terrible maldición a todo su ejército, pero Lach Danan intentó huir de la corrupción de su propio rey, y ahora vaga maldito por los oscuros laberintos del infierno.
Please, don't kill me. Just hear me out. I was once captain of King Leoric's knights, upholding the laws of this land with justice and honor. Then his dark curse fell upon us for the role we played in his tragic death. As my fellow knights succumbed to their twisted fate, I fled from the king's burial chamber, searching for some way to free myself from the curse. I failed. I have heard of a golden elixir that could lift the curse and allow my soul to rest, but I have been unable to find it. My strength now wanes, and with it, the last of my humanity as well. Please aid me and find the elixir. I will repay your efforts. I swear upon my honor.
Las Danan te hablará de un elixir especial que necesita para que su alma pueda descansar en paz. Este elixir lo encontrarás en algún lugar del nivel 15 de las mazmorras.
I need to get this to Lochdonan.
Al devolverle este elixir a las Danan, te lo agradecerá y recibirás el velo de acero, un yelmo único con poderes mágicos.
You have saved my soul from damnation, and for that, I am in your debt. If there is ever a way that I can repay you from beyond the grave, I will find it. But for now, take my helm. On the journey I'm about to take, I will have little use for it. May it protect you against the dark powers below. Go with the light, my friend.
Tras esto, las Danan desaparecerá y habrás liberado su alma.
Hail and sacrifice to Diablo, Lord of terror and destroyer of souls. When I awoke my master from his sleep, he attempted to possess a mortal's form. Diablo attempted to claim the body of King Leoric, but my master was too weak from his imprisonment. My lord required a simple and innocent anchor to this world, and so found the boy Albrecht to be perfect for the task. While the good King Leoric was left maddened by Diablo's unsuccessful possession, I kidnapped his son Albrecht and brought him before my master. I now await Diablo's call and pray that I will be rewarded when he at last emerges as the lord of this world.
El arzobispo Lazarus. Es una de las misiones finales de Diablo. Solo se inicia si consigues encontrar el bastón de Lazarus en el nivel 15 de los laberintos del infierno.
I gotta pawn some of this stuff.
Tendrás que llevárselo a Caín, el cual iniciará la misión contándote sus sospechas sobre el arzobispo.
This does not bode well, for it confirms my darkest fears. While I did not allow myself to believe the ancient legends, I cannot deny them now. Perhaps the time has come to reveal who I am. My true name is Deckard Cain the Elder, and I am the last descendant of an ancient brotherhood that was dedicated to safeguarding the secrets of a timeless evil, an evil that quite obviously has now been released. The Archbishop Lazarus, once King Leoric's most trusted advisor, led a party of simple townsfolk into the labyrinth to find the king's missing son, Albrecht. Quite some time passed before they returned, and only a few of them escaped with their lives. Curse me for a fool! I should have suspected his veiled treachery then. It must have been Lazarus himself who kidnapped Albrecht and has since hidden him within the labyrinth. I do not understand why the Archbishop turned to the darkness, or what his interest is in the child. Unless he means to sacrifice him to his dark masters. That must be what he has planned. The survivors of his rescue party say that Lazarus was last seen running into the deepest bowels of the labyrinth. You must hurry and save the prince from the sacrificial blade of this demented fiend.
Tras este acontecimiento, un portal rojo se abrirá encima de la estrella de 5 puntas donde podrás acceder al altar profano. En el interior te encontrarás con muchos demonios súcubos. Y tendrás que usar varios libros que te teletransportarán a otras instancias hasta llegar finalmente a Lazarus.
Abandon your foolish quest. All that awaits you is the wrath of my master. You are too late to save the child. Now you will join him in hell.
Lazarus activará una trampa donde aparecerán más demonios que te atacarán hasta acabar contigo.
Your madness ends here, betrayer.
Your story is quite grim, my friend. Lazarus will surely burn in hell for his horrific deed. The boy that you describe is not our prince, but I believe that Albrecht may yet be in danger. The symbol of power that you speak of must be a portal in the very heart of the labyrinth. Know this, my friend. The evil that you move against is the Dark Lord of Terror. He is known to mortal men as Diablo. It was he who was imprisoned within the labyrinth many centuries ago, and I fear that he seeks to once again sow chaos in the realm of mankind. You must venture through the portal and destroy Diablo before it is too late.
So it came to be that the 3 prime evils were banished in spirit form to the mortal realm, and after sowing chaos across the east for decades, they were hunted down by the cursed order of the mortal Horadrim. The Horadrim used artifacts called Soul Stones to contain the essence of Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, and his brother Baal, the Lord of Destruction. The youngest brother, Diablo, the Lord of Terror, escaped to the west. Eventually, the Horadrim captured Diablo within a soul stone as well and buried him under an ancient forgotten cathedral. There, the Lord of Terror sleeps and awaits the time of his rebirth. Know ye that he will seek a body of youth and power to possess, one that is innocent and easily controlled. He will then arise to free his brothers and once more fan the flames of the Sin War.
Diablo. Cuando hayas liberado al pueblo de Tristán de la traición de Lazarus, un nuevo camino se abrirá ante ti, y ahora podrás entrar por un hueco formado en el suelo en el dibujo del símbolo de Diablo para entrar al nivel 16. En el nivel final, tendrás que activar una serie de palancas escondidas en diferentes salas. Cada palanca abrirá otra sala hasta llegar a desbloquear la sala donde se encuentra Diablo. Diablo estará bien defendido por caballeros negros y magos, y este usará su poderoso hechizo Apocalipsis contra ti, así que corre y huye de él si quieres seguir con vida. Una vez derrotado, acaba la misión, y el juego termina con una escena donde tu jugador, pensando que podría contener la esencia de Diablo en su interior, es corrompido por la piedra de alma roja de Diablo. Este se la clava en la frente, y con esto da paso a ser el vagabundo oscuro del inicio del juego de Diablo 2, donde viajará junto a Marius hacia el este, con intenciones de liberar a sus dos hermanos y llenar el mundo una vez más del odio, el terror y la destrucción.
The Soul Stone burns with hellfire as an eerie red glow blurs your vision. Fresh blood flows into your eyes, and you begin to hear the tormented whispers of the damned. You have done what you knew must be done. The essence of Diablo is contained. For now. You pray that you have become strong enough to contain the demon and keep him at bay. Although you have been fortified by your quest, you can still feel him, clawing his way up from the dark recesses of your soul. Fighting to retain control, your thoughts turn toward the ancient mystic lands of the Far East. Perhaps there, beyond the desolate wastes of Aranok, you will find an answer. Or perhaps salvation.
Si quieres que siga trayendo más historias de videojuegos, apóyame dándome un me gusta al vídeo, deja huella con tu comentario y no te olvides de compartir con amigos y conocidos que les guste la gran saga de Diablo. Nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo.
¡Hasta pronto!